Hello, Chiefs Kingdom. Today, we're diving into a firestorm that has been making waves in the NFL. Travis Kelce's passionate reaction to the way Shedeur Sanders was treated during the NFL draft process. If you haven't heard about it yet, you're in for a ride because Kelce did not hold back his feelings on his podcast, and we're here to break it down for you. Now, let's get into it. For those who might not be familiar, Shedeur Sanders is a talented quarterback who had an impressive college career, leading Colorado with a phenomenal performance last season. He was expected to be one of the top quarterbacks taken in the 2025 NFL Draft. But things took a wild turn as Sanders slipped down the draft board. He was ultimately picked by the Cleveland Browns in the 5th round, 144th overall. That's a major fall, and the reason behind it? Well, it seems there was a lot of negative chatter about him leading up to the big day. One of the biggest criticisms Sanders faced was his performance during interviews. Multiple anonymous NFL executives were quoted saying that he came off as entitled and that his interviews were the worst they had ever seen. But here's where things get interesting. Travis Kelce, who is no stranger to pressure and the spotlight, was furious about the way this situation unfolded. He went off on his podcast, calling out the anonymous critics for hiding behind faceless comments while destroying a young player's reputation. Kelce didn't mince words when he said, "Whoever's the anonymous person should come out and say who they are." He made it clear that if you're going to criticize someone, especially publicly, you should stand by your words. And let's be real, Chiefs fans, we can all agree that Kelce has a point. If you're in a position of power and influence, like an NFL executive, have the courage to own your opinions. But the real kicker here is Kelce's belief in Sanders' talent. Despite the criticism, Kelce sees a bright future for Shedeur. In fact, he thinks the slide in the draft could be the best thing that ever happened to him. Kelce believes this could serve as a massive motivator for Sanders to prove everyone wrong and rise to the occasion. Imagine the chip on his shoulder, the determination, and the hunger to succeed after being underestimated. That's the kind of energy we need in Kansas City, and it's something that Kelce knows all too well. Kelce went on to say that, from what he saw on tape, Sanders deserved to go higher in the draft. He felt that all the focus should be on the film, the way Sanders performed on the field, rather than these behind-the-scenes opinions that sometimes overshadow a player's true potential. And that's a perspective we can all respect. It's about results, not rumors. As we all know, the Chiefs thrive on finding value in overlooked players. Just look at Kelce himself. Underrated, overlooked, but undoubtedly one of the best to ever play the game. It's a mentality that Chiefs fans can relate to. So when Kelce speaks out, it resonates with us because we know what it's like to support a team that values hard work and resilience over perceptions. Now, as for Sanders, he's landed in Cleveland, a city with its fair share of struggles, but also a place where he can start fresh. Kelce thinks this could be a perfect situation for Sanders to step up, work his tail off, and potentially become the starting quarterback for the Browns. With a new environment and the motivation to prove his doubters wrong, the sky's the limit for Shedeur. In the end, this entire situation is a reminder of the challenges that come with being in the spotlight. Whether you're a quarterback in the NFL or a tight end like Travis Kelce, the pressure is always there. But it's how you handle that pressure, how you respond to adversity, that defines your career. And for Chiefs fans, we know that Kelce's career has been built on resilience, determination, and proving everyone wrong when they least expected it. So, Chiefs Kingdom, as we move forward into the 2025 season, let's keep an eye on Shedeur Sanders. Will he use this setback as fuel to become the next big thing in the NFL? Only time will tell. But if there's one thing we know for sure, it's that Kelce's words carry weight. And if Sanders can tap into the same mentality that makes Kelce one of the best in the game, watch out. The NFL won't know what hit it.